Good morning, everybody. It's Tammy, your brown thumb rebel prepper here, and it's a fine spring morning. It's a little chilly. It won't be that way for long in the Inland Empire. Ugh, can't even speak this morning. Haven't had my coffee yet, but I'm out in the garden. I like to get a head start on things. I usually wake up right around when the sun comes up, just like the old farmer girl I am. Anyway, we're in the garden today, and I wanted to talk to you about... In other videos, I mentioned greenhouses, right? So let's take a look at these pop-up greenhouses that I put together this morning a little bit earlier. Now, here's the thing. I got these for $2.50 a piece, so I really couldn't resist, right? Couldn't go wrong. Got 10 of them, I think, or 8 of them, something like that. And these have been, well, I just started using them, but they've also been used as bins and everything else. So if you get a chance, these came from Walmart, from their, I forget what they call their line of gardening products, but it was their line, their house brand. And like I said, I bought them when they were on closeout because they had a big flood in their garden center. There was just so much rain, it just poured through their little flimsy roof. So because the packaging was damaged, they marked them down from, I think they were originally around $10 each. And now they were marked down to $2.50. I'm not gonna even imagine that you will find that kind of deal where you are. You might try the end of the season, maybe. But if you can get a few of these at less than $10, I would definitely pick some up. What I'm doing with them this year is using them for my delicate plants to get a head start. Like in the wintertime with your tomatoes and things like that, plants that really don't like the coolness, you can put them in here. So what they are is very similar to a pop-up laundry bin, or perhaps one of those, the idea is like the little tents that you have on the beaches in the summertime, right? So it all fits down into a little sack, a little handy dandy sack. So it all folds flat. It's nice. At the end of the season, you can just collapse them and put them back in their bag, right? So we've got that. And as you can see, I've set up several of them here in the yard. Now, you can put these right directly on top of a bed, of an open above ground bed, right? And some people have actually put them right directly into their in-ground planting. Depends on where you live. If you live in an area that has a tendency to have high winds like I do, you may not want to put them so much out in the open. You want to put them in a more sheltered place. And they come with these little tent stakes. Let me get down here. So they pop up, and then you stake them out just as you would a pop-up tent. The only problem is they're very flimsy. So if you have high winds, you may want to go down to the hardware store and get a little thicker tent stake. That might help you keep it in the ground. And like I said, you don't want to put it out where the winds blow the heaviest, because they're lightweight. They're made of this mylar that's reinforced with all these threads, as you can see here. Very thick, and then it's open in the bottom, so you can't use the bottom. You can't put your pot on it and weight it down that way, so you got to be careful. I think it'll fit up to a 20-gallon pot. I'm not sure. I have a 10-gallon in one of them that I have, and it seems to fit pretty well, but I don't see why you couldn't use a bigger pot in there. Just have to measure the diameter. So what you do with these is you set them up. Now, don't be dummies. Don't be a dummy. You might have to lift some plants that you already have that you want to put in there. That's fine. But if you're just starting out, obviously you want to put your pot with a little bit of soil to give it shape, and you want to fill it inside here once you've decided where you're going to put this thing. So you put it in there, and what you do is you leave it open all day. If you want your plants to have sun, at night, if it gets cool, you simply put the top on and you zip it up, right? So you've got that to protect. It also protects against having too much rain, too much water on your plants. So if you know you're going to get a lot of rain and you just watered and you don't want your plants to be overwatered, you can put them in there and zip it up, right? So what I'm going to use these for are a certain kind of plant, the name of which I'm not going to say, but you kind of probably know what it is that I might grow in here at some point. They're also great for tomatoes. They're great for certain delicate seedlings that you're starting. I think I have some seedlings started and some other ones that I have. So I put mine behind the house and on the side where the shed is to kind of, guard against all the wind. Gotta move all this stuff out of the way here. Good grief. It's starting to look junky again, and I just cleaned it. So here we go. So these are the ones, they might have been in another video I talked about them. So here I have made a little nursery in this one. Let's see what I got going here. Yes. So I've got zucchini, baby zucchini in this one. And then this one I just have my 10-gallon pot. So like I said, you see you have plenty of room around the edges, so you probably can get a 20-gallon pot in there if you need to. So these, again, are little pop-up greenhouses. These are from Walmart. You probably can get them on Amazon. I wouldn't pay more than like $7 or $8 a piece for them. But if you need that kind of thing, if you need a jump start, if you live in an area where you still have cold nights, cold mornings and that kind of thing, these are very, very handy. I'm Tammy, your brown thumb prepping gardening fool. So stay tuned. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me. I'm not doing this to make money, trust me. So if you like and subscribe or make a comment, it really helps me out. Thanks a lot.